Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now in this one I'm going to be showing you my Batman comic book collection. Ever since I've been a little kid I've always been interested in collecting Batman comics. I've always loved the graphics, always loved the storylines, and I've always loved just reading comics in general. So stick around as I show you my collection. Okay guys, so first up we have Batman Under the Red Hood. You've got part 1 and part 2. And the reason that this story is so significant is just because the Joker apparently murders Jason Todd. Jason Todd comes back as the Red Hood. He goes on a killing spree and he basically wants to murder the Joker out of revenge. Batman tries to stop him. And it is such a classic read, guys, and it's one of the oldest Batman stories, or shall I say comic books, that's out there, but I would definitely recommend this. So next up we have Frank Miller's Batman The Dark Knight Returns. This is one of the oldest comic books out there, one of the best ones to read as well. You know, it's so old-fashioned, it's so great. Storyline is brilliant. You have Joker in this, you have Superman in this, you have Robin in this, you have Green Arrow in this. It's basically Joker wanted to come out and terrorize Gotham, and he goes on a killing spree. Batman basically has no choice to stop him but to kill him, to break his code, and he goes to fight Superman as well, which is basically the storyline in Batman v Superman, because the costume, the Batman costume in Batman Dawn of Justice, or Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, is inspired by the costume that's in this comic book. So this one really is the story that they go after in that film. So it's a great read, and yeah, definitely worth it. Okay guys, so one of my all-time favourite comic books is Batman The Killing Joke. This is the origin story of the Joker, how he became the Joker, what he was like before the Joker, that one bad day, and it's great because at the very end of this comic book, the Joker tells Batman a joke, and it leaves it on a cliffhanger because you don't know whether if Batman lets him get away or if he kills him. You don't know what happens because it doesn't show you, but the laughing stops and it all goes silent. So The Killing Joke is such an ace comic book to read. It tells you the story about Barbara Gordon, how she became Oracle, how her spine got damaged, and it's such a classic comic book, guys, and I would definitely recommend it, like I said with the other ones. So next up we have Batman Earth 1, and this basically tells you the story in Batman's early years. He's still a vigilante around Gotham, so they're not really sure of what type of person he is. They don't know if he's a hero or if he's a criminal, but this basically just tells you about his origin story and how he becomes the Batman and how he becomes the hero. And there's a very good storyline for Bruce and Alfred's relationship as well, so yeah, that's a good one. If there's anyone out there that is a huge, great big fan of the Batman Beyond series, then this one is definitely for you. It's full of excitement, it's full of action, and there's just so many great moments in this Batman comic book, and it's such a good animation as well. So Batman Beyond for you. Okay, so now we have The Joker, the New 52. This one is kind of a gruesome comic book because he kind of gets his face ripped off, and he sticks it back on again, and he goes to Batman's family, Nightwing, Robin, Alfred. He tries to turn them into his family, just basically take over the whole family. And I don't know the whole story in this, so I can't really make it up, but it's it is a great read. It's a big comic book. It took me ages to read this, but yeah. Joker New 52, get it, well worth it. Alright guys, so the next one is the Batman Judge Dredd collection. Now I don't really collect many of these Batman Judge Dredd comic books, so I don't really know the storylines to him, but I've flicked through this comic book. I've not read the entire thing, but action, lots of it, get it. It's good guys, go get it. Lots of animation on it as well, and yeah, like I said, I don't really read many of this stuff, so yeah, full of action, go and get it. So next up is Gotham Central, and this is basically the story in the eyes of a cop when there's Batman around. So it gives you a completely different perspective of which way they're basically telling the story. In this, it tells you the story of a cop and what's going on around her, who is this Batman fella, and yeah, it's a completely different story, but yeah, it's good, worth the read. Alright guys, so in these next two clips that you're about to watch, these are going to be comic books that I haven't read, so I can't really tell you the story about them, but they are the ones that I have collected recently. Excuse me. So this one is Batman and Superman at the Brink of War. It's a small comic book which I collected from Tesco's. Whoops. You have Wolverine and Deadpool. Just a random one that I also picked up. You also have Batman Rebirth Year of the Batman. Also, Batman Gotham Central, Caged Robins. So these are basically all different comic books that I've collected from car garages. You've got Justice League of America. You can't see it very well because the camera's bright. Justice League again. Trying to figure out the best way for you guys to see it. Star Wars covers. So these are all basically random ones that I picked out. Batman Gotham Central, Batman versus the Suicide Squad. These are the main ones that I have also gotten, but haven't really had the chance to read them yet. So Batman and Robin, Batman versus Robin. And what does that remind you of? Batman versus Robin, the film. It's a great film, go check it out. Batman Arkham City. Now I believe that this is probably the same thing as the Arkham Knight one I've got. It's probably a storyline in the game, but there's probably lots of parts to it. You have Batman Battle for the Cowl, and as you can see, you've got most of the Batman family on there. You've got different characters on there as well. Most of them I don't really know about, so go give it a read. You also have Batman Punisher. You have Batman No Man's Land. This is a very thick comic book, and yeah, give it a try. Batman the New 52, sorry, it's the New 52. So I have 3 versions of the New 52. Yes, I get very confused of where the story is. So you're not the only one. So there's another version of the New 52. And another one, New 52, Volume 3, Death of the Family. So I've got to really figure out where all these New 52 storylines go. And again, New 52, The Court of Owls. So guys, the next one is also going to be similar to this video. I'll be reading out comic books of the ones that I haven't read yet. So, right guys, so these last comic books that I'm going to show you, the reason I'm doing them all together is because these are the ones that I got just recently, so I don't really know the whole storyline to them. So the ones that I got most recently is Batman and Robin Must Die. Alright, so that's the first one that I got. I still got to read that. So that's that one. The other one is the New 52 Batman Detective Comics. I'm not sure if that's a part of the Joker, the New 52. I'm not sure if that's the same storyline, if it's the same comic book, but part of the same storyline. So I'll have to find that one out. The second one is Detective. This one looks like a bit of a noir comic book. It basically reminds me of Logan, the way that they've done that film. So very interesting to see what that is, and yeah, look forward to reading that one. We have Gotham Central, Batman versus Bane. Now we know what happened in another storyline. Can't remember what it's called, but we all know it. Bane got Batman, snapped his back, made him paralysed, basically. So that's going to be another one. We have Batman, the Man Who Laughs. All about the Joker. If you're a Joker fan, definitely give this one a read. I have read part of this, so yeah, it's a good read, and it's the Joker for you. Who doesn't love the Joker? We also have a game that came out nearly 4 years ago now, is Batman Arkham Knight. This isn't the whole story, this is volume 1. So this is part of the story, but not the whole story. Classic game, and I think it's just basically going to say the same story as the game, but yeah, good read. We have Batman and Robin, Batman Reborn. Again, can't say much about this one. I don't really know what the storyline is about, but Batman and Robin duo, fight, many action scenes. Good read, check it out. Now, I wanted to leave this one till last because I went to the shops today and I bought this one, and I haven't read it yet, so I don't know what the storyline is, but I know what what the actual background story is. So I have bought Batman Damned. And what this basically is Joker and Batman have a fight on a bridge. They both fall over the bridge. Batman thinks the Joker is dead but can't remember what happens. So in this whole story, he basically has to get his memory back of what happened and figure out what's happened. And I look forward to reading this one because that front cover is awesome. I absolutely love that front cover. So yeah, I bought this one today, and I can't wait to give it a read. So guys, that so far is my Batman comic book collection, and there will be no doubt that I will be collecting more in the future. But yeah guys, these books are great to read. I love the animation in them. Sorry about that. I love the animation in them, and yeah, It's just such a great thing to read. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and post your comments down below of what comics you love and what you would basically recommend me read. And yeah, thanks very much guys for checking this video out, and you guys have been amazing and I've been Cool Hand, and until next time, you guys have a great day. Cheers guys, and take care.